So this case came shortly after my old partner Dave and I had started the firm, and we got this call from an old client about her sister and her sister's child suffocating in a chest. Basically, what we did was we were able to get a hold of the police report. The police report basically indicated that it was negligence on the part of the parents. This happened in the inner city, that they weren't paying attention to the kids, and kind of poo-pooed the whole issue. What we were able to do is get a hold of the Cedar chest. We were able to find out the company that manufactured it. We were then able to hire engineers who were able to let us know about the latch on the Cedar chest. When these Cedar chests, these old Cedar chests, they were actually manufactured by the Lane Furniture Company. When they would close, if you were inside that Cedar chest, you couldn't open them. There was no release mechanism. So they were basically for kids' coffins. I mean, they were just sarcophaguses, and it was just terrible. And they were out there. And what we were able to do is do our research and come across similar incidents all over the country. And in prosecuting that case, what I was able to do was talk to other parents. It was the most tragic case that I've ever done, who had suffered the same thing. Basically, the kids had, climbed in, they're playing hide and seek. They climbed into the Cedar chest. The Cedar chest closes and you can't get out, and it's airtight. And the case in St. Louis, we actually ended up representing two parents, two different parents who had their kids being watched by the father. And of course, there was an old Cedar chest. The kids climbed into it, and I mean the result was just horrible for these families. The kids were 3 and 5, I believe. And they were playing hide and seek, and that's what happened. Talked to a family in Ohio whose daughter, there was the old Cedar chest in the daughter's room, and the daughter liked to put a pillow in it and some sort of a cushion where she would do her homework. She would lie in the Cedar chest and do her homework. Turned over one day when she was in there, Cedar chest, the lid fell. She was locked in there, suffocated, died. Absolutely horrible. Talked to another family out of Delaware, I believe, where they were going out for a date night, the mom and dad. They had a teenage babysitter taking care of their 5-year-old boy. And 5-year-old boy's, playing hide and seek. He climbs into the Cedar chest, it closes, the babysitter can't find him. The result is horrible. I remember talking to these parents, taking their depositions, and they had to actually call them out of the movie theater where they were watching a movie and let them know that their son had passed by suffocation. Yeah, it was just horrible. But we were able to, we hired a great engineering design expert who was able to just show that there should have been warnings, that there should have been advertisements, letting people know about these Cedar chests. And eventually we were able to get notifications put in magazines, newspapers all over the place, and got them to change the way that they manufactured the product. So sad case, but hopefully we accomplished some good.